Hello folks, straight off the bat I've gone into my inbox, just started the new season, and Fisher, as you all know, is the scout. He's been approached. Now I thought only the coaches could get approached, or that's all I've seen. I didn't realise that the staff could get approached as well. This is actually the first time I've seen it. Of all the time I've played this game, it's the first time I've seen a member of staff get approached. So we obviously re-signed Fisher. It's the legend that we luckily had at the very start of the game. And so I've decided to double check my coaches, see who's got 2 years left and renew them. So that'll be Felix Hicks, the DC. So I'll give him a new contract, because it is normally a rule I give myself when coaches or staff, normally just coaches, get to 2 years left. I'll give them a new contract, because when they get to 1 year left at the end of that season, when they have then got 1 year left, that's when they normally get approached, and then you'll have to pay them stupid money like Fisher. He asked for 20 million a year and like a 40 mil signing bonus or something ridiculous. So obviously I just renewed my special teams coordinator as well. So now they're secure. Now we're going to set our goals. Rebuilding season, middle ticket price, usual, and then we'll advance. But what I will say is I'm hoping this season that we can have a good season and maybe move into franchise, 2-star franchise next season. I really think we can make the playoffs this year. We've got a good team. If we have a good draft, I think we've got a really good chance. So fingers are crossed. Now heading into the draft. Just before that, I've noticed something on my GM. I don't know if anyone's seen this before, but in my items, I've got a 25k bonus training to redeem. Again, something I haven't seen before. I don't know if this is all new since the update and just because I'm starting a new game, which I haven't done for a while. But now, I've just realised as well that I've got a couple of members of staff who have got 2 years left. So I'm going to give those extra deals. So my doctor, Dominguez, he's 58, so he's going to retire soon, so this is probably his last contract. Whereas Ezekiel Hart, the psychologist, he's only 47, so he's got a long time left, and he's pretty decent in terms of psychology as well. So headed into the draft, and I forgot to hit record, I know, poor show, but after looking at Green Bay, I thought they were going to take the defensive tackle that I wanted. And so we traded Welch at QB. We only had a year left on his contract. He's given us the first round pick, and we managed to get a future second and a future sixth. The sixth doesn't matter, but the future second is nice. So Welch has now gone. So we need a new QB, and there is one in the draft, so we're hoping to pick him up. Here's the DT, Nicholas Floyd. The reason I wanted him so much is because he's 5-star, he's 22, great personality, and he was an A player, so I knew he'd be decent, and at 88 overall, he is very much so. So he's going to level up a good few. He'll make the 90s after the first season quite easily. And then there's a couple of other players I liked. I'm not sure I'm going to get all of them, because unfortunately I haven't really traded for too many draft picks over the last couple of seasons, so I haven't stocked up on draft picks. But there's the QB we want, Turner. We really want him. And I would like the tight end. I would like the outside linebacker as well. But we have got some linebackers, not too bad. So we might miss out on him. I'm just doing the usual here that I've said before. When there's a team picking, I go to their team. I'll just find out what their schemes are on offense and defense, and see if they're going to take the players that I like, or at least guess if they're going to take my players or not. And so far for the Steelers I've guessed right. And now for the Bengals, I've guessed right. Now I got to the 5th pick, and I think, what are they? Panthers? No. Oh, they're going to be vertical, aren't they? Yep. They're vertical. And what's their defensive scheme? Man blitz case, they don't care about that. But their QB looks shocking. And if you look, there's no man blitz there, but there is a vertical, and that's the QB. And also the tight end. Oh look, there's man blitz DT there. but that's a B+ player, which I know the QB is as well, but they have not got a good QB, so I think they're probably going to go for him. So I think we're going to have to trade here. Yeah, look, he's useless and he's 32 and his personality is bad. So I've looked into a trade. We're going to get rid of one of our defensive ends, Mills, and we're going to have to trade a couple of picks, and we're going to get their pick. So we are going to have to trade a first rounder, but we're getting a first rounder back, and we're getting rid of a player who was never going to sign for us long term anyway, and he was just one of the defensive guys I've drafted previously. But we want a good QB who's scheme fit, and here he is, Chase Turner, vertical. Yes, he's only 4-star. His personality isn't amazing, but we can try and get that up. We'll see. We might raise leadership and psychologist as well. We might raise his personality rating. But either way, we've now got an 85 overall QB, so we're happy. But we did miss out on Billy Stanley, the outside linebacker I was interested in. But to be honest, I'm not gutted I've missed him. I could have picked either or with that 5th round pick. With the 5th overall pick. But a QB is massively important in this game, so that's what I did. And then just for what I'd done after the draft, actually to be honest, this is during the draft, I was trading away some picks to get picks for the following year, and also I was looking at veterans that I could bring in, and these players that I was bringing in are players that aren't scheme fits on the teams they're on, so in theory when I sign them they should jump up by 5 or 6, depending on what I've got my defensive coordinators play calling on and what the bonus is for the players. I also tried to look at trading some picks with teams who have got a lower pick, so the value was lower, so that I'd give them a higher pick and they give me future lower picks, so that I'm getting multiple first rounders, and I was trying to do that with teams that I think might be bad over the next couple of seasons, and therefore I get better picks. But these last 2 trades you've just seen are just me trading down in the draft to sort of just get multiple picks so that I can build more depth with 2 and 3 star players, because depth is important. You don't want to ever get to a point where you're struggling to fill spots, so drafting players in the 5th and 6th and 7th round is the best way to fill depth. And as you can see here, I'm pretty happy with this draft. Got a starting D tackle, a tight end to go back up to our current guy, QB is now in, got another return guy we can trade with value. Overall, not a bad draft. And now I'm just looking at bringing in some guys, so we need a kicker, so looking at bringing in Curtis. And what I did here is when I look through the market, I just look through at players who've got a low value but a high overall, and they're normally a bit older, and that's how you get the low value, because guys that are in their 30s, especially sort of mid 30s, they're going to be really low value even if their overall rating's high, just because of their age. So that's a way to bring players in. So after what I said earlier about Chase Turner's personality, I've noticed that Ezekiel Hart's only 2 points away from 85 personality enhancement, which will add another level, so at the minute he's +4, so I'm going to jump him up to 85, which makes his personality boost +5, so that adds to that. But Turner's still orange, so what I'm going to do is also go to our main man Garrett, who is our leader, and he's a really low overall, so he's only 2-star, but his personality and intelligence are there, and that's who I normally pick to be my leader, so he's now level 5 leader. Unfortunately it hasn't leveled up Turner, which I thought it might, so we might in the future see about raising up some more, either raise the personality more on the psychologist, or maybe take up leadership, because a QB on orange, he's going to ask for a hell of a lot of money, so unless I change that, we're not going to be keeping Turner into his 5th year either. Now I'm just showing you here, I need secondary help, and I need some players, and so this is what I do when I was talking about the kicker and the punter earlier. When I'm looking for players, I will go through on the market, I'll pick my scheme fit, and then I'll look through all these players, and if there's a player that is, a bit older and his value's not too bad, I'll mark him on the watch list, and so that I end up going through this whole list of players, and each time I find one that I think his value is okay and affordable, I'll go back, because you can't select watch list when you look at them, so you have to look at their value, then go back to the list and then mark them on your watch list. So that's what I'm doing now. I like Rodgers, I like Perry, and I'm actually going to trade for Perry. I really like him. I'm going to give him Murray, the return guy, who I just drafted, as you saw, just because I said, or what I will say, is when you see special team players in the draft who look good, it is worth drafting them. And you don't have to draft until like pick 50. Some people say 60, but I've seen guys go before. So it's really worth taking those special team guys because their value can be really high. Trading away Mosley, who's a bit younger, and a 4-star to get Fisher in, who's a lot older, and I'm going to sneak in a second round pick here. And I also signed Perry on just because I really wanted to improve the team's secondary, because as you know, since the start it's been awful. But we're happy with Turner, he's a great draft. Our running backs are getting better every year. Our wide receiver room's looking okay. There's our tight end Flowers that you don't know how long Warner's going to hang around. Our O-line is pretty decent, but next year it's going to have a bit of a revamp because both our guards have only got 2 years left and one of our tackles, so that's going to have a refresh. Our D-line now is pretty damn good now. Green, Floyd's just come in, you've got Wells and Adams. I've moved guys around a bit because I brought Banks in. We got Willis and we got Munoz, who's now 90 overall. Our secondary, Curtis and Wright, our 1 and 2 cornerbacks are good. We've got an 87 at 3 cornerback and a strong safety, and look, I moved Perry to free safety from cornerback, so our secondary room is a lot better, and we love Mitchell Fuller. He's going to be with us for life. As you see, he needs his contract extending, so we're definitely going to extend it. And at this point, as I said in that last save, I front load these contracts so you get the big hit out of the way early, so that after sort of 3 seasons you're then on their sort of low cap hit, which is really nice. So I always front load contracts early on, and we are the 4th best team in the league, which is quality, so I'm looking forward to a strong season. Oh, and there's a good start. Turner, whoa, Turner with 175 yards on the ground and 2 TDs. We have got ourselves a running quarterback. I like it. Yeah, 90 overall. It's nice to hit that. We're only in season 5, so 4th best. Oh, as everyone knows, I love winning at Mile High, so that is painful. Another team here, Dallas Cowboys, we can beat. No, we can't, apparently. I mean, they've got a 70,000 seat stadium, maybe that's got some effect. Ravens, right, we've got to win one now. Oh my god, they smashed us. 3 teams in a row who we are better than, we have lost to. If we lose this game, oh no, sorry, they're 90 overall. We're probably going to lose this game, yeah. Oh, that sucks. And this is what Ultimate Football Manager can do to you. No matter how good your team is, you can just constantly get buried. We lost 4 games in a row then, 3 were to teams worse than us, but that's what happens. You've all seen it, you've all been there. Oh, thank God for that. I thought he was going to lose one there, because obviously our stadium is shocking. Now I've hit the midway point, well, the trade deadline, and I'm going to get rid of kind of first rounders to try and bring in multiple first rounders, because I feel like the last 2 drafts I haven't had enough picks. I'm going to try and trade with teams like the Falcons and the Rams, who I think will get a little bit worse over the next season or 2 and start to give me some nice high picks. Obviously my fingers are crossed and they might end up having low picks and do well, but that remains to be seen. I've taken a gamble, I've traded away 2 first rounders and got 6 back. Now let's continue. Steelers at home. We're much better than them, we've got to win, yes. So I'm really nervous about this season now, because I thought we were strong candidates for a guaranteed playoff spot. We've got, please beat the Chiefs at home, don't do this to me. Oh, phew. Okay, we're back on the winning margin. We are 5 and 4. That makes me feel a lot better. And now we're 91 overall. God, we've got a good team now. You better not lose to the Panthers. 52. Not a bad game for Turner. Defensively, we're looking good. Players are levelling up nicely. Green's got a couple. We'll need to look at. Oh, Perry's 91 now. He must have had level up. Oh yeah, when you get an injury and you have to swap people around. So in this case, I'm moving my cornerback 3 to safety because the safety plays in all 4 formations, whereas cornerback 3 only plays in 2 formations, I think. Come on, the away win against the Browns, that's a good win. Yeah, what I mentioned about capacity earlier, we've obviously only got a 30,000 seater stadium, so we're not going to be very strong at home, unfortunately, but we'll try. Yeah, see. Oh! I thought we'd lose against the Bengals. Nice! That is a great win. I'm very happy with that. Backup QB's injured. I'm glad it's just a backup. Just saw there, I think Floyd's on +3 now training, so he's coming on real nice. And obviously the safety's no longer injured, so I can move him back to safety and move the other guy back to cornerback 3. Away to the Chiefs, we're a lot better than them. So it should be a win, but it isn't. And this season is really hurting, actually. I feel like we should have 4 more wins than we do. How are Denver top of the division? They've got the worst team in our division, I'm pretty sure. And they're the 2nd seed at the moment. Chargers are better than Denver, Chiefs are better than Denver. Oh, we lose to the Chargers. Oh, they got 90,000 seat. Oh, Jesus. Texans, come on. We need wins now. We need to win out to make the playoffs. Okay, 9 wins is not enough though. Oh my god, and we got the Broncos, who are the worst team in our division, but they're somehow 11 and 4. Yes! I think we made the playoffs. This is going to be very tight. +5, Floyd. Look at that. 95 overall in 1 season. We made the playoffs and we're playing Bengals, who we have beaten before. Our best picks from Chargers was that. 15 overall. Got some good level ups. Hughes. Oh, he's not a starter anyway. Bengals, here we go. But we're away to them this time. We beat him at home. I just don't know. Away. Look, we've got the best ranked team in the league. I knew we'd lose. As you all saw there, and this is what can happen. We have now got the best ranked team in the league, and we just made the playoffs, and then we got eliminated in the first round against the Bengals. So overall, honestly, I'm delighted we made the playoffs in just season 5. That is really good on Extreme. I'm really happy about that. But to be the best team in the league and get knocked out in the first round of the playoff is a killer. Yep. Oh, no rookie in here. I thought Floyd might get that. But as you see, we've got a couple of players. So Wells again, he's made team of the year. We might re-sign him. Curtis, the old boy. I think he's made it the last 2 seasons now. Yeah, a couple of players team of the year is not bad. Overall, look, we made the playoffs. So that's awesome. We got 100 million for getting 6 wins. Next season I might do 6 wins again. I might do make the playoffs, not sure. But keep growing. If we keep being the best team in the league, keep making money, we can improve the stadium, get more fans, and we will become a powerhouse. See you on the next one.